Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the road trip. It is Saturday, third match day in the Premier League. I think what is it, fifth match day for the championship, I think. Fourth
Sorry.
match day for the championship. We'll get into all of that and more. Mr. Tom, how are you doing?
Uh, I'm personally, I'm okay, but it's 3 o'clock and Leeds are 1 minute into a game, so
Yeah.
don't actually. I suppose I'll have a better answer for that. At 4:45 in the UK. Uh,
Yes. We got our first person in here with us, and it's none other than BX.
of
Welcome to
course
the
it was.
show, BX. He'll take I'll take a point over nothing for sure. I just feel like we got 2 points taken from us. But some of that was on us. I think a lot of it was on other people that, we won't name names, but here comes up on the left-hand side, James with the ball. He lays it off. Cross comes in. Oof, no, it deflects out. Not much going on there. Oh, so yeah, Leeds almost had a chance there, but they continue to have it as James gets the ball. Oh, and poor touch there, and then he gets a poor touch there from the defender for Leeds, and it gives away a free kick.
It's
Uh,
unfortunate.
yeah, yeah, but James is looked. Is it James? Not it's James. Who's 14?
I can tell you who 14 is if you give me 20
Right.
seconds.
Yeah, I'll just put it up on my screen here so I don't have to look too far. But quick thing on the scores. Yes, Arsenal 1-1 at home to Brighton. Down a man, so Rice is out for the North London derby, so that kind of sucks.
Joe
Um,
Rodon is 14, apparently.
Rodon, he's looked really good. Earlier games today in the championship, Burnley draws with Blackburn. Blackburn down a man. Cardiff
Great results for Leeds.
blanks Middlesbrough 2-0. Coventry at home loses to Norwich 1-0. And all the other games are, well, it's got an early score already. Preston is already up 1-0 on Oxford early in the game here in the championship. League 1, Blackburn and Wycombe 2-2 draw. Rotherham and Huddersfield. Huddersfield down a man loses 2-1 on the road.
Huddersfield lost.
Yep. Everybody else is 0-0. League 2, Gillingham wins 1-0 on Chesterfield at home. Both teams got a red. And Portchester on the road at Port Vale wins 2-3. So everybody,
Doncaster, do you mean?
did I read that right? Port Vale, it says here. Doncaster wins 3-2 at Port Vale. Correct. I don't know what.
The Ryan conspiracy tour is well underway. He's discovered where the referee's from, and let's just say it rhymes with Raider Ranchester.
We got Stefan joins us. Welcome to the show, Stefan. On a bright side, could be a point gain. And yeah, you know what? In another game, we might be 0-0 and they win it, right? So we'll take it. We'll take it. But
We don't correct
well,
him, Stefan, because it's
yeah,
great. It's great. Let
yeah,
him just call the teams what he wants to call them.
true. If West Ham draws wins against City, that will boost morale. Yeah.
What's going on down in Carlisle, Gary? Out of interest,
Down in Carlisle. So let
in
me
League
check it.
Two in Carlisle.
Let me see in League Two. So let's see what happened here. I think I got to see them earlier today. Yes. Down in Carlisle, Transmere is 0-0 right now. I saw Transmere get knocked out of the EFL Cup this week. So
By
there you
that
go.
bald fraud. No, sorry, not bald fraud. No, sorry, bald fraud doesn't work for Leicester anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah, Nanto with a shot here. Is it Nanto? No, who's
Yeah.
44? 40.
Speaking of Nonto, that's great, Gary. Speaking of Nonto, do you know what Leeds announced this morning? Genuinely true.
I saw that. He extends, so he's staying put. Yeah. So there you go. You don't have to do it.
Right in. I
Hope,
knew. they knew what they were writing.
Yeah. Yeah, you took it the wrong way. You just thought the man was aroused. I get
I
it.
just thought the man was excited. He was excited to sign for another 4 years with Leeds. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, which means that this is almost certainly accurate until it's not, 4-year deal, no release clause.
Very nice. You know,
Which makes a change.
it makes it easy for the player. He doesn't have to deal with that being an option. His agent can't get in his ears. And we're not done, folks. We're not done, folks. We're gonna have the man from Norway come join us. The man, the myth, one Sam Greenwood joins us, folks, from the white walls of Norway apartment, wherever that is, undisclosed location.
Sam, you got anything to say about the big news coming out of Ellen Road this morning?
Oh, about Nonso?
Yeah, about him.
No one gives a shit, mate.
That's not true. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I don't care what keto diet you've been on. You're spreading lies. You're spreading lies.
Okay. Stefan, thank you for the pronunciation. Wickham. And I said Wycombe. Wickham it is. I will correct that next time. I got Stephen joins us. Welcome to the show, Stephen. I don't know what Tom's good point was, but it probably wasn't.
About not correcting your pronunciations, because that's part of the fun.
Okay.
You getting it wrong, but us knowing you've got it wrong, but it doesn't matter because we still know who you're talking about.
There we go. Good news for Leeds. They're happy for you. Yeah. There you go.
He certainly is.
And Stefan has a question for you.
I mean, you've seen how big he is, and you know he's a feisty fucker, but he has his moments, I suppose.
Yeah, Sam, are you in the witness protection program?
He wouldn't tell you if he was.
Allegedly, I've killed 700 people.
There you go. Or at least somebody with the Greenwood name has.
Sorry, excuse me.
What are you doing, Tom? You're reading Leeds crap again?
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, 100%. I was thinking of a joke.
He's got a corner coming up here. Short and headed away. All right, he doesn't look like he wants to talk. So, Sam.
Did you know, a Jap, a Swiss man, and a Jew walked into a bar. There's no punchline. That's just Leeds United's transfer window. They've all signed for Leeds.
I see Leeds have been doing extensive scouting in the lower leagues of Europe.
We certainly have. Because when you've got 150 million in the bank, you look for £3 million transfers. No, in all seriousness, it's kind of a smart thing to do, because people think because we sold 150 million pounds worth of talent, we have 150 million pounds sat in the bank. But what did we pay for the Premier League transfers from 2 years ago? What we paying for that out of monopoly money? No, this shit has to get paid off on credit. So debts have been wiped. Very, very good.
Yeah, I suppose it's not much left of that 150 million, probably.
Exactly, but there are Leeds fans that are sitting there going, "How are you not spending 150 million?" It's like, why are you under the impression that we have 150 million? Like, what do you think we paid for Aronson out of? Yeah. And things like that.
Well, it's a challenge, isn't it? I mean, signings haven't been that brilliant, have they? I mean, it's been a bunch of nobodies, really, isn't it?
Yeah. But they're my nobodies at this point, so
they might turn out good. You never know. That's the thing, right? I mean, you could have a couple of decent players there.
I mean, I'd be lying if I sit there and told you I knew that Tanaka's a good player. I've never seen him play. Never seen him in my life. I've not even watched his YouTube highlight compilation, because those are very tricky things.
Well, they're normally, I mean, it's the highlight show.
Things they've done well in 2 years. Yeah.
You're not seeing really what he's like in a game properly, are you? I mean, anyone can have highlight clips, can't they?
Yeah, that's true. One of the new players has started today because Dan James is injured. Surprise, surprise.
Bogle, for some reason, should have been able to put this ball on target. Hits it to the side netting. It's a terrible, terrible attempt. If he crosses it, he probably hits one of his own players and scores. But just
got
really...
Manor Solomon making his debut from his loan transfer from Tottenham.
Yeah, we're still talking about this Leeds team, but
we don't give a shit, mate.
Brownie joins us. Shit. Brownie's team lost 2-0 at home.
Cardiff are absolutely disgusted, aren't they? What a disgusting, horrible football club that is, with a bunch of horrible, disgusting fans in a horrible, disgusting town in a horrible, disgusting country.
Rory Jennings has declared Arsenal were robbed.
Yeah, Rory Jennings. We all care what he thinks.
Yeah.
But welcome, Brownie. Good to see you, buddy. You're down in Sydney, Australia, but you're still living on European time, aren't you? You don't go to fucking bed down there, do you?
Goal, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, do we?
Chris Wood.
Yeah.
Former Leeds United. Chris Wood.
Chris Wood. Fucking
Ryan joins us. Welcome
30
to the show,
goals
Ryan.
in the Leeds United season in 2016. Delicious stuff. Chris Wood.
So, Sam.
Yeah.
Tale of two halves. We win it in the first. We could have won it in the first half without. Who cares what happened? I mean, the red card matters, but could have won it in the first half with the opportunities we were provided. Came back to haunt us.
This is heinous crime. Heinous crime. Sorry, Sam. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Heinous crime. Kicked in the back of the leg. How dare he? Sorry.
Well, you see, if we're gonna go right into that incident, right? Okay. This is my take on it after giving it some thought. If the referee is going to follow the letter of the law, which you can't argue Rice is actually doing something he shouldn't be doing, you technically can give him a yellow card for that. But this is where my gripe is. If the referee is following the letter of the law and being so fucking strict about it, then he's got to do this, follow the law for Brighton as well. So Veltman, the disgusting, scummy slag who kicked Rice in that exact same incident, just fucking kicked him. Blatant, egregious foul, dangerous play, could have injured his knee severely. That, to me, is a direct red card. So you give Rice a second yellow, okay. But then you've also got to give Veltman a fucking red card. He didn't get a yellow card. He didn't get anything. Veltman didn't even get a fucking talking to by Cavana, the fucking useless, disgusting scumbag of a referee. And then he gives Rice that second yellow. And in the first half, João Pedro just nonchalantly fucking, after we get a free kick down near the sideline, he just nonchalantly boots the ball into the crowd. No yellow card for that, even though that's specifically been given as a new guideline for referees this season. You have to clamp down on delay of game and kicking the ball away on a free kick. You have to give a yellow card. That was the directive given to referees this season. Cavana, nah, fuck that. Oh, Rice taps the ball while it's rolling, by the way, and gets kicked in the knee, so he's nearly injured. That's a fucking second yellow card. It's just the absolute mind-boggling lack of seeing in front of you what you should be doing. That's what really gets to me. And from that point on, it completely ruined the game for us. It completely changed and ruined the game. It was very hard to go from there and win the game. And of course, they got their fucking goal when we were down to 10. And of course they did. But yeah, as you said, Gary, it's a tale of two halves. The first half, we looked okay. We scored a goal, good goal from Havertz, by the way, lovely finish. We should have had one or two more. Our finishing needs to improve a bit. And then the second half, I thought we was going to go on and win the game, maybe 2 or 3-0. Nah, Cavani was like, fuck that. Rice is gone. Fuck you. Arsenal, have to make it as hard as possible for Arsenal. No, it's a joke. The referee, in his complete lack of competence, ruin the football game, and he needs to be demoted. He needs to go into fucking League 2 or maybe down into the fucking National League, and that's where he belongs. He needs to get in the bin because he is a horrible, disgusting scumbag of a referee.
I hear you. We got Alonzo joins us, folks. Everybody agrees with you? Alonzo's here when he's here. Yep, as Ryan said, he's making it up as he goes along. I mean, there's a sequence where Saka gets brought down, nothing. A yellow shirt goes down, and for some reason, there's a foul given. I mean, it seemed to be like that the whole game. If he let Brighton have their way, you know, leaving one on Arsenal pretty much for that first 60 minutes of the game, and Arsenal, when they finally just started to maybe respond to it, he basically said, "Oh, let's call this game tight now," and it's like, no, just be consistent with it, you know. If both teams can do it, let it go. You know, he didn't. I mean, he corrupted the game. I don't think it was corruption, but he just basically destroyed the game. Paulson has now entered into my Mike Dean shite ref of the year season. We saw in the first game of the season the referees were back in form, meaning they were terrible.
I just don't understand it, Gary. I mean, why is it the Premier League, which is regarded widely as the best league in the world for entertainment value, for the level of the football played, it is widely regarded across the globe as the best league, but we've got the worst fucking referees? How is that possible? You know, what has happened? How has the FA let this happen? It's absolutely atrocious. The level of refereeing across the board is just terrible. You see in every game, you see big mistakes made, terrible decisions. It needs to be a lot better for the Premier League. It really does need to get a lot better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It does. Let me go. I'm just trying to see if I can watch all these games as much as I can. But yeah, no, Arsenal needs to at least have somebody to take a look at it and tell them why. You know why. You know, how is getting kicked in the leg not
exactly
a violation at all? Like it's dangerous play. Not only that, the ball isn't even live. So if you want to call it a dead ball, it's a dead ball both ways. You know, he's hitting a ball that's moving. The ball's moving anyway, so he can't. It's not. It should have been a foul kick. You know, if anything, a foul free kick because the ball's moving. He's gonna kick it. Swings high, misses, and totally hits him. Come on, everything about that was just, you know. And then like, I have to make this call. No, you don't have to make this call. He's saying I have to. No, you don't, because you didn't make the next call right after that. So you chose not to make a call on the second legitimate call for at least a red, because it's dangerous play, because he's pissed off. He's pissed off that Rice put him to the ground, right? Because then he kicks the ball into him, so now he's instigating a situation that wasn't there. Rice is trying to walk away. He's complaining to the ref, not the player. All of that, and then Rice gets punished for it, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Gary. It's disgusting refereeing. He could have, in the situation, the referee, seeing as he didn't give a yellow card to João Pedro in the first half for kicking the ball away, what he should have done in this situation is given Rice a talking to. Just say, okay, you're on a yellow, don't do this, you know what you're doing is wrong. Okay, you know, don't do it. You know, anything more you're going to be doing, you're going to get a second yellow. Just talk to him. That would have been well warranted and within reason, because he should have known and recognised he didn't give João Pedro a yellow card in the first half for the same thing. So that would have been fair. But nope, all of a sudden he decides, nope, now I'm going to hold you to the letter of the law, and now I'm giving you a second yellow because I have to.
Yeah.
Complete bollocks, just like you said, Gary. And again, if you're following the letter of the law, you see Veltman, surely you've got eyes in your fucking head. You see Veltman blatantly kicking Rice in the knee. Nowhere near the ball, by the way. Could have injured Rice severely. Not even a talking to. I mean, it's just...
Not only that, but on top of that, you've fully got this VAR system that's going to pick up these missed calls, these clear and obvious errors. Well, there's a clear and obvious error because you didn't make a call that you should have. A player kicks another player. The ball's moving, so obviously he knows it's moving because he sees it, and he's going to kick at it anyways. That's dangerous play. He knew, like, think about it. The ball's moving. He knows it's not a legitimate free kick at that point. So he's going to kick high, miss accidentally, and hit a player. And maybe, as you said, could have been if he hits him any higher, could go right at the knee, and the player could be down for a bit.
Yep. No, it's the whole situation is just a complete and utter joke. You know, and I think the referees, after each game, they should be able to sit and have an interview with each of the managers, and the managers can get to ask them questions. Why did you do that? Why did you think that was a good decision? And the referees need to be held accountable and answer why they made those decisions. That would maybe make them think a little bit more about what they're doing, maybe help them, maybe improve a little bit. I don't know, but they need to be held accountable, because the way this is going now, where there's just nothing happens, they're just gods who don't get touched, or they're supposed to have post-match reviews through the PGMOL or through their association. They're supposed to be reviewed after each game. They're supposed to get scored. An independent referee is supposed to go through the game and score them based on
balls. Goalkeeper heads it out. We're gonna have a corner coming for Leeds.
And they're supposed to get a score, and then based on that score and what they did, they're supposed to be evaluated, and there's supposed to be punishment, or at least some kind of negative outcome, if you've had an extremely poor game and made really poor decisions. That is what's supposed to happen. But it never does. It never, ever does. It's completely mismanaged.
I'll tell you what happens, Sam.
And terrible.
At best, your idea is very sensible. But the reality is, all you'll be doing is pushing the accountability onto VAR, because that referee will make sure to throw to VAR, just so when he then gets to go into the interview that you are putting forward as an idea, he can then just turn around to Arnie Slot and go, I gave it to VAR.
But you know what? No, VAR has intervened many a time where the referee was not part of that discussion and made a call. So, like, if they're so inconsistent that you don't know if VAR is supposed to correct mistakes by the goalkeeper, or is he supposed to wait for the referee, or if he's supposed to wait for the referee to say, did I miss something there? No, if there's a mistake on the pitch, you're supposed to intervene. That's the whole point of VAR, or else you're wasting our time doing this. Right?
We've seen, Gary,
like when somebody gets, like, I think we've seen red cards given when they miss something blatant, right? Right? They missed something blatant, right? Referee missed something blatant there, right? Or he didn't want to make the call, but I want to hear that on audio. I saw the kick. I'm not giving it. Rice knew what he was doing. Like, if the referee said, I saw what Rice did, I know what he's doing, I'm giving the yellow anyways. I saw the kick afterwards, I don't think much of it, right? Then you're like, then I still don't like the call, but you've made a call, right? But that didn't happen. He said, I made the right call, and I'm leaving it as such, all right? We got another, we're up to 4 now here. We got Spencer joining us.
Goal. Leeds have scored this lad goal.
Going on.
Yeah, Mr. Tom, how? Right.
Hello, Spencer.
Spencer, how you doing, sir?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Gary. How you doing, Sam?
Yeah, I don't. Everybody's picking on Rice in this scenario. I'm like, are you kidding me? The way the game was being played and allowed to be officiated, that was nothing. That was nothing. We've seen the delaying game all game, but it wasn't by Arsenal. The one time it goes by Arsenal, all of a sudden, you know what? They're calling the game right. No, they were never calling the game right in the first place. They let it go early in the game. Why all of a sudden now is a problem? It's not even midfield. The ball's deep in their third. So it's not like, all right, well, they have an opportunity to score here. No, the ball is in the corner of the field there when that delay of game is made. So it's not it's not like where in the midfield the guy boots it all the way to the goalkeeper and nothing's given. All right. So you can't blame Rice for this as much as you want.
So why should he kick it then? Why kick it? If it's at your goal box, Rice, why are you kicking it? You're making the point that why Declan Rice should have done nothing either. He shouldn't have kicked it away.
The ball was kicked at him. The ball was kicked at him. The ball was kicked at him. Did you not see that, or did you miss that one as well?
I saw that, but he still
the ball was kicked at him. So not only that, so you're okay with a player instigating the situation, and then all of a sudden it's Rice's fault to respond to it.
I'm not okay with Rice getting sent off, but Rice didn't do anything either.
You are. You just said it, dude.
No, it was unnecessary. We all know that was completely unnecessary.
I get what Spencer's saying. I get what he's saying, and he's right. Rice does inflict this upon himself. But as I said, I'm not, for me, I'm not arguing that bit. I can understand why the referee has decided to use the letter of the law. But what's annoying and really frustrating, I think is really bad, is when he's decided to use the letter of the law there and then, why hasn't he done it in the first half of João Pedro? And why isn't he seeing Veltman blatantly kick Rice in the knee and not even give him at least a yellow? At least a yellow. For me, it's a red, but at least yellow. He doesn't even give him a talk. For me, that's the major issue here, is the completely dishonest and biased refereeing that obviously happens in that incident. That is for me what the real big controversy is.
So Sam, and to piggyback on that, the reality is the ref should have blown the whistle, be like, "Whoa, y'all two need to calm down. We just started the second half up. Play on. Get the captains over. Any more delay kicks or anything, yellow cards, period." But he doesn't. He doesn't control the aspect of it. So I blame multiple parties here. Declan Rice isn't just Mr. "Oh, I've been done wrong." No, it's a lot of things that went wrong here today. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we could have won this game.
Yeah, we lost the game in the first half when we didn't put away our shots.
And partially, I blame Arteta for not making adjustments immediately, bringing Calafiori on and changing the formation. He waited a little too long to make that change.
Yeah, no, it was. I felt we were in control of the game until that incident. Things changed, made it a lot more difficult for us after then. But I mean, it's one of those things that happens. Unfortunately, it's happened to us, and it ruined the whole game for us. I mean, what I thought was looking like a 2 or 3-0 victory. Okay, maybe they would have scored a goal, but I thought we would have definitely gone on to win the game. It's completely turned around. It's a real shit show with the referee, and unfortunately, referees can have a huge influence on the game with incidents like this, because when you go down to 10 men, it's a huge disadvantage. It really is. You have to change so much. You're on the back foot. The other team gets the momentum, and it's a complete shit show. And it's going to be a tough that one, because that's 2 points dropped today that it's going to count at the end of the season, because it's going to be close at the end of the season. And those 2 points could end up being the difference.
Yeah. Taib joins us. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Hey, Taib.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it, but I just don't like everything being all about one side of this thing, because we're sitting there talking about Rice the entire time, and I just like. Nah, there's 3 people at play. There's 4 people at play here, and the only person that people are concerned about is Rice. The player who kicks him, the official who misses it entirely, and VAR who doesn't do their job either. So you've got 3 out of 4 go against us, and we get screwed. Right? What's the point?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone in the chat, or maybe Tom or Spencer knows this, but I think when it's a second yellow card, because technically it's a yellow card, I don't think VAR gets involved. That's the thing. I don't think
VAR cannot review yellows.
Yeah, VAR does not review yellows.
Maybe that's something that needs to be brought up. That VAR needs to start, especially if the yellow card results in a red. That needs to be ultimately,
No, but if it's a clear and obvious error, then it should be reviewed. That's the whole point. Like, if VAR is supposed to meant to be used this way, it doesn't say clear and obvious error if it's a second yellow. It just says clear and obvious error.
But they have
is it a clear and obvious error? We think it is, or at least what is the error is that there wasn't 2 cards presented on that particular play. All right. Pick one scenario. Either you say it's a wash. They both wash each other out, because both players were at the wrong, right? And that's what a referee does when they manage the game, right? I'm not going to make it one decision one way and the other way, and punish one team and help another team out. That's what he did, right? We got to be consistent. He wasn't consistent all game. I mean, Brighton was hitting us all day, knocking us down. As soon as we started to respond, the game changed against us even more, because now anytime they got touched, they were on the ground. Every time you saw a yellow shirt on the ground, every other play it seemed. It just, and they're the ones that they were aggressive to begin with. We always get punished the first time. Like if any of those fouls happened and that was an Arsenal player, they would have called a yellow. You would have seen a yellow come out so quick, right? So quick. Villa's up 1-0 at Leicester. I think I said a bad word too. So.
Oh no, Gary! Oh no, $1 in a swear jar.
Yeah, I mean that swear jar is going to take a long days to get to full. But I couldn't believe that.
It's going to take about 20 years. It'd take 20 years of Arsenal matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Russ is in the house. Welcome to the show, Russ. He's not happy.
Welcome,
He can have an agenda today, I guess, or is he not allowed to have agenda today?
Hey, we can have your agenda.
These guys aren't smart enough. These guys aren't smart enough. That's the problem. They're just really crap.
No, and Sam's right, but it says that you cannot review second yellows.
No, that part I get, because guess what? They follow that rule to the T, but the other rules, I don't know. We want to follow it this time, Like that's how, that's the problem I have with it. Like you follow certain rules all the way. Like if he wants to pull back that yellow, he can. It's his decision. You know what I mean? It is. It's his decision to pull it back. It's his game. He can call it however he wants.
There is a solution for this. No restarts until the referee tells them to go. There is no quick set the ball quickly and do quick free kicks anymore. Get rid of that.
Yeah, that's another contentious point, because you are allowed to take a free kick quickly, but you're supposed to have the consent of the referee. The referee doesn't have to necessarily blow his whistle, but he can verbally or give you a sign that take the kick. But you have to have consent from the referee to take a free kick quickly. And the ball was rolling. That's another thing. I saw Paul Merson was really pissed off and reacting on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you want to call it now. Anyway, but he was like, the ball's rolling as well. So it should have just been stopped and retake it. Say, sorry, the ball's rolling. Could have diffused the situation a lot more. But yeah, no, it's a complete shit show. Lack of consistency, terrible decision making. VAR can't get involved. Technically, they can't get involved because that's like Spencer's confirmed.
It's not they can get involved with the red card incident.
Yes, a red card, but it's not like a red card. It's a second yellow.
No. The red card incident.
No.
He kicks him high, dangerous play. We've seen it. So now all of a sudden it's not. He kicks him high legitimately.
Oh yeah, you mean
football players know what they're doing.
Yes.
They know what they're doing.
That as an isolated.
That's what I mean by the red card incident. It wasn't a red card on Declan Rice, but it was a red card on the retaliation for what was going on. He kicks the ball at him. He goes high and he misses the ball. But that's dangerous play in the first place, because he wouldn't be going high if that ball was on the ground, right?
Yeah, I agree. That should have been reviewed. The dangerous play thing should have been reviewed.
We're talking about the Odegaard incident, right?
No, I'm talking about in that same Declan Rice gets kicked in the leg because he goes high with his kick. He legitimately went high. The football players, they know what they're doing.
Well, the argument's going to be, well, he should have been out of the way for the free kick.
He rolled the ball at him again, so now you're creating a situation and you're blaming the player who gets kicked.
I'm not blaming the player.
No, you are. You are. You just said you shouldn't get in the way when, you know what? He didn't even know the ball was coming, because if you saw what happened, did you see the play, or are you just gonna forget about it?
I've seen the play.
Don't try to beat me on this one.
I'm
not happening.
No, man.
Not happening, sir.
Come on.
Not happening. Not happening. That guy.
I know he did.
That guy
instigated
the entire situation. We got paid. We paid for it. Yeah.
Veltman, Rice is walking away. Yes, he is stupid to touch the ball. We've agreed that we're trying to get beyond that now. Yeah, but he's walking away, and Veltman kicks him while he's walking away. That kick was a dangerous kick. He didn't need to do that. It looked to me like it was intentional. Well, he tried to mask it by saying, he tried to kick the ball. To me, it looked intentional. That's my opinion. And yes, in my opinion, it should have been reviewed as dangerous play, isolated from the yellow card incident. But yeah, this is the problem, right? We get those inconsistencies again, and VAR. This is another thing with VAR. You know, they're trying to use it less this season because last season they used it 50 times a game for every tiny little thing. This season they're obviously trying to use it far less, trying to say just very clear and obvious things. But yeah, it's again, it's a shit show, and I agree with Tom earlier as well. Just to reinforce his point, and the whole, you know, another unfortunate side effect or, you know, negative side of VAR is the referees use it as a blanket. They use it to cover themselves. They'll say, oh, well, you know, I left it to VAR, or VAR should have reviewed it or whatever. And, you know, it's an easy excuse for them. It's an easy out for them so they don't get held accountable.
Yeah. And as Big Gunner says here, you know, we basically could have controlled this game if we continued. We had 2 shots in the first half, one from Saka, one from Erdogan. If they put them away like we expect them to, we're up at least 2-3-0 going into the second half. And, you know, even though we're down a man, you know, we have at least a buffer there, right?
I just got to, you know, there's one thing that's certain in this world. Well, there's many things that are certain. But another thing that's pretty certain in his world is when Brownie comes in the chat, there's always some load of garbage that comes out of his keyboard. And the thing he's just written now, Rice goes down like a sack of shite. He got garbage hard in the knee. Come on, Brownie. Come on. If that would have been a Cardiff player,
you know what he's going to say? You know what he's going to say now? He's going to say that Saka took Dunk out, and that's how we got the goal, because that's exactly what Dunk is
if that
blaming.
Was a Cardiff player, if that was a Cardiff player, you'd be whining like an old woman. You know you would, Brownie.
Brownie, so you're wrong in this one, buddy. You usually come with some information that's worthy. This one, not so much.
Not wrong.
Rules for me, not for thee.
No. You know what? What he's saying is that Dunk got taken out by Saka on our scoring attempt, and that should have come back. Is what he's saying now. If he thinks that
I don't recall him writing that.
No, he said it. He did. It's in there. It's between the lines.
A tap in the leg.
He said it's in there. It's not in there.
It's in there. Look, it's in fine print. You'll find it.
Brownie's obviously very tired. He's been up all night in Sydney. He's on mushrooms.
Man.
You know, it's not easy. Come on, a tap. Come on, mate.
John C. joins us. This is Mr. Tom's Fan Club channel. There you go, folks.
It is. It's Tom's
fan club's got at least 17 people in it.
Yeah, I told you. You were asking for 5 words that why people should join the channel, and I said 5 letters. Mr. Tom, right there. That's why everybody comes. A tap in the leg, yeah.
That's very clever.
A tap in the leg.
I'm going to defend Brownie here because, and I'm going to use my own club
Nick
as
Valdi,
an example.
welcome.
There was a time where Patrick Bamford stayed on his feet under a challenge.
You know what? Nobody wants to hear that crap.
He was fouled.
Nobody wants to. No. Why does
never got the
foul? Do you have to bring
Patrick?
Patrick Bamford's name up in every show?
Either him or Nonto. But no. But in all seriousness, the point stands. He turned to the referee, and you can actually see him on camera say this. He's like, "Do I actually have to hit the floor to get the decision?"
Yeah.
Which
that's
is why
the thing. The referees, they're not consistent with it. If you don't drop down like you've been shot, you don't get the decision. Yeah. Which is wrong. But it's the way of the world. Nah, you know what? If this was your team, if that was Nanto, or any of your players that got that, you would be expecting to get something out of it, and you wouldn't be saying that. I know it. So don't want to hear it.
No.
Brownie, go to sleep.
I'm saying.
Have a Milo and some of that like black soot that goes on bread, and have a good one.
Every decision to go Legion Ides way because I'm a nice prick.
I'll be right back.
Have a Vegemite sandwich. We'll see you in the morning. Where did he go?
He said, "Be right back."
Oh, okay. I didn't.
He said it and he typed it.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was screaming at the screen. I couldn't hear him.
Gary's a bit riled up today. It's good to see. It's good to see you riled up.
That call put me on the edge because when I saw it, I was like, he just got kicked in the leg. Wait, there's a yellow coming? Oh, okay, that's got to be for the guy who just got kicked, right? Because he just kicked him in the leg, right? That's what that means, right? And it's like, no, that's for you. And Rice is like, he's stunned. He can't believe I got a yellow for getting kicked in the leg. How does that happen?
No, it's a complete shit show, isn't it? That is. Referees, referees are a complete joke, honestly, in this league. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
But that's the reality we have to live with.
Yeah, listen to him. If it was a Cardiff player, whatever.
Yeah. Brownie's living back in the 70s as usual.
Gary, we're getting left out by Russ. What's going on? What's going on? He's all like, he's saying Spencer, Sammy. He's even saying hello to Holly in his own controversial manner. And we're sitting here with our thumbs up our asses, wanting some attention.
My thumb is nowhere near that place. All right.
Say hello to Tom, for God's sake, Russ, please.
Yeah. Russ, did he even say anything to us?
Absolute upset.
He just came in livid, so I guess he's livid at us because he didn't mention us.
He is livid. Did you know that Arsenal have never dropped points in a football match because the other team did well? It's always the refs. Always the refs. especially on the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Always the refs. You can always, if I'm hearing a referee discussion, I will sit there and think Arsenal must not be winning.
Yeah.
Well, today was definitely an instance of that. I must say, it was definitely influenced by the referee today. But yeah,
ref was shocking, to be fair.
But normally, Russ is extremely, extremely critical of referees. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. The first couple of minutes of the second half, we looked like promising, and that's why that whole sequence really killed. Like as if the referee wanted to kill any kind of momentum continuing our way, he killed it right there because we were looking like we were trying to score early in that second half there, and he killed it off really quickly. And I think we were shocked, and then we needed somebody in that middle of the pitch to slow things down, and that didn't happen. They got the ball right through the middle. Gabriel got beat to the inside, and sadly for once, Saliba wasn't there to actually clear that thing out. Because if he is, he clears it away, and then we try to hopefully hold on to that goal lead. So
bloody hell, Brownie going up. Like, Brownie, are you an old woman or something? Are you like, bloody hell? You go on more than my old grandmother. She's fucking dead 20 years. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we know though, because according to Brownie, you kick a player in the leg, that's not a foul.
Yes.
Way above the ball, nowhere near the ball. You kick a player in the leg, it's not a foul. It's the player's fault for going down.
That's incredible.
So it's not a foul. So that's good. So when we play, or if we play Cardiff in the Mickey Mouse Cup or the FA Cup, because let's face it, they're never going to get to the Premier League within the next 50 years. It's going to have to be in a cup competition. When we play Cardiff, we're going to kick all their players in the legs, just kick them down all over the field, and then Brownie's going to complain to all of them, get up your sacks of shit, and there's not going to be a single free kick or yellow card. That's good to know. Thank you, Brownie. Now we know.
Yep. Tiger and Guna joins us. Welcome to the show. Yes. Yeah. And you know what? When the referees become part of the game, then you know that's wrong. And the league is letting that happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Nobody's going to talk about as much the missed opportunities by Arsenal in the first half. You're going to talk about that call because he made himself a part of that game. He made himself part of the game.
It's a women ref. It's a woman ref.
Yeah.
It's a wrestling ref. So Russ. So is that your equivalent of like a 4 out of 10 football ref? I'm trying.
Jessica Carr? I don't even know who that is.
She's a female ref in the WWE.
All right, okay.
To be fair to him, yesterday I believe it might not have been. I did ask him to rate the referee on a game we were watching. Rate the referee based on wrestling referees, and that's what he came up with, which I presume is not good.
I don't understand what's the issue here. What difference does it matter if it's a foot to the leg or a leg to the leg? What is that? What does that mean?
Brownie's written so many stupid things through his life on YouTube, but this has to be right up there. I mean, don't you have to make contact with the leg with your foot to actually call it a kick? It was
I
leg
think there's a
against
lot
leg.
of merit to what Brownie is saying personally.
You are nonsense, and you're
Brownie, mate. You are completely off your fucking trolley, mate. I mean, either you don't understand the rules of football, or you need to change your mushrooms, mate. These mushrooms you're on are not good for you.
Yeah. So now he's saying that you don't have. It's not the foot anymore. If it's anything above the ankle, then it's not a kick. So it's really just some contact, some regular contact on a player. That's all.
It's literally one of the stupidest things I've ever seen written on YouTube, and that's pretty good going. Well done, Brownie. I'll send you a diploma in the post.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Is Ramsdale in goal? I doubt it, since he didn't join until after midday. All right. You got to be in by midday.
Signed on Thursday, I believe.
Oh, was it Thursday midday? So
I believe it's either you had to be done on Thursday or early Friday.
So Leeds goes into halftime. I got the alert. 0-0.
Yeah.
Home to Hull. So.
Yeah.
I like Russ's latest comment. It's late over there. Give Brownie some slack. He should be videoing his Brownie's famous first YouTube video. Yeah. 7 hours of sleep.
Quick update on the scores. Brentford up 1-0 on Southampton going into half. Everton, Bournemouth 0-0. Ipswich and Fulham are 1-1. Draw there. Aston Villa is up 1-0 at Leicester. Forest and Wolves are 1-1 draw as we speak. So there you go.
I'll tell you what, he might as well stick to filming himself sleeping, because that's about as fun as watching Cardiff play anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. And you get some really good football content, analysis and everything when he's sleeping. So there you go.
Brownie's got this thing with Declan Rice. As soon as Arsenal were in for Declan Rice, Brownie's had Declan Rice like a bee in his bonnet. He just has to have a go at him, criticise him for anything. And it's like Declan Rice shagged his mum or something. I don't know what he did, but he doesn't like Declan Rice. He talks shit about Declan Rice all the time.
Can I read it out, please?
Brownie, mate. Go to bed, Brownie. Go to bed.
Can I read it out, please?
I'm going to delete it. Don't you dare. You'll be muted for the rest of the show.
You've been up all night, Brownie.
Don't even think it. Stop thinking about it.
He called him a ponce.
That's why you and Brownie are good buddies. You're on the Brownie train. You don't want to be on that train.
It's a fun train. What can I say?
You don't want to be on that train. Oh, Ramsdale is actually in goal for Southampton. I thought he signed up. I guess the paperwork must have went in sooner.
That was done on Thursday, wasn't it?
Oh. But did we not know about it? We didn't hear about it until Friday, right?
Yeah, but I think the deal was actually done on Thursday, and he was registered for them before the deadline, the registration deadline. Okay. Obviously, or else he wouldn't be in goal, would he?
Yep. And a quick update: it has Ipswich Fulham 1-1 draw right now. I think Traore actually scored. If you want to believe that he can.
Traore did score, yeah.
Yeah. So
the one with his own personal body oil, baby oil applier, personal baby oil applier, because he spends a bit of time in the gym.
If you put baby oil on, that means you're obviously got much better muscles than if you put baby oil on.
Yeah. Russ is going after Brownie. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
Brownie must be a Saturday.
I was just gonna say, Brownie made the right decision going to Australia, didn't he? Because that's where all the prisoners went in the late 1800s, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ramsdale is definitely playing. Oh, fucking hell! Sorry. That came with a big old whiff of oof. Sorry, I'm just enjoying the ambience of the savagery there. But no, in all seriousness, I'd like to congratulate Ipswich for scoring. I'd like to congratulate Adama Traore for also scoring. The important thing that I really think we need to learn from this Arsenal-Brighton match is winning doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Winning really doesn't matter. The most important thing is the friends we all made along the way.
You know what? You're stupid. Sorry, I just said you made me say this. You're just dumb. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't care about any friends.
I like making friends in sport. It's not true. It's complete opposite. I want as many enemies as possible.
Yeah. The manager for Brighton, clear red card. He shoots the ball away. Clear red card. So obviously he doesn't know the rules of the game. Clear red card. He shoots the ball away. If Arsenal think otherwise, they are now two opinions. I don't know what that means. Then asked about João Pedro kicking the ball away. You can't compare the two situations. Please don't compare the two situations. So a dead ball, a player one boots it, one just taps it. They can't be compared at all, because guess what? One benefited me and one didn't in the way that the play was the way the call was made. Ridiculous. Yeah, how did Brownie get into Australia? You know what? Under the dark at night, in an unmarked plane, they took out the black box. It went low. The man jumped out, landed in a pool. Next thing you know, Brownie has landed in Australia.
Speaking about Michael Jackson,
nobody brought that up, so we're not. No. Why is he bringing up? No, you just brought it up out of nowhere. Usually you get triggered. Now all of a sudden you just want to bring it up. What's going on?
It was because you were talking about Ramsdale and all that. It made me think of Michael Jackson. Anyway,
no.
So what's the difference between Michael Jackson and grocery bag?
What are we doing? No, we don't just bring it up for no reason. No, I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that.
Do a bit of change.
Do what Kavanaugh can't do. Take control, Gary. Take control, Gary.
No,
do what Kavanaugh can't do.
You're going to get booted if you keep that up.
All right, fine. All right.
I wanted to hear the rest of it now. All
right, well, you know what? It's already, he started it, so he might as well.
So, what's the difference between Michael Jackson and a grocery bag? One is white, made of plastic and harmful to children under 3. The other one holds your groceries.
Oh, that is a bad one. That's a bad one. Bad like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Can we move on, please?
Let's move on.
Move away from that segment, please.
Okay, let's leave the game for a little bit. Let's talk about Victor Osimhen and what a complete and utter failure he and his agent are.
They screwed that guy over. He could have been anywhere in the world playing right now. And he could have been playing. No, he could have been playing today. Anywhere in the world, he could have been playing today.
Yeah, but
now he's sitting on the bench.
Gary.
No shirt.
Saudi transfer window doesn't end until Monday.
Yeah, but I don't think they have to sell somebody to bring him in. They've hit their quota of European players.
The Saudi Arabian League, their deadline is Monday night. So technically, another team than Al Hilal, or maybe they want to try him as well because they just bought fucking Tony. But you know them, they might go and decide to go and buy Osimhen as well. But I was just going to say. He's actually not registered for this season's Serie A. He's not in the squad for the registered squad for the Serie A. That's how much Conte hates him.
They've given.
So yeah, what an agent, what a guy. I mean, you'd want to play football, wouldn't you? You'd think.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom, what did you say?
They could have taken a loan for him or whatever. But no.
It was just it entered my mind that they've given his number to Romelu Lukaku. Which is a sign, as in, A, we don't want you here. B, why are you still here? We thought you were fucking off today. Sort of thing.
His agent, honestly. His agent's like, what are you doing? There must be teams.
This man?
But Chelsea, I don't know if it's true, but Chelsea apparently only offered him something like, was it 65k a week or something like that, which is ridiculous.
What is up with Brownie just going after everybody? Brownie, you need to get your dude. Please, a Milo, a Vegemite sandwich. Come on, just digestive. You need, dude. You've hit it. This is just. Come on,
Brownie. What a star!
Yeah, now he's going after Nigerians. What is wrong with you, dude?
Little known fact. Did you know most of the hoax calls come out of neighbouring Benin, but Nigeria tends to take the rap for it because people know what it is.
Yeah, you know. But Brownie, there's one place Osim is never going to go, and that's Cardiff. That's for sure.
He might want to see the capital of Wales.
Who does? Who wants to see that?
I mean, not me, but he might. You never know. He might be. I've never seen people that are called sheep shaggers. I've never seen a live one in the wild. I'm talking about the people, not sheep.
So is Brownie actually in Australia? Because if he's into that kind of thing, and there's a country nearby to Australia that really
probably wanted to try the kangaroos, Gary.
Oh, is a kangaroo a new? That's the new, like, the new sheep of the 20th century.
I imagine to the Welsh, the kangaroo is an exotic delicacy.
Delicacy. That means they eat them, but you're talking about something else.
I'm not talking about eating them.
This isn't PG at all, guys.
That's not PG.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you can't. You understood it immediately, though. To be fair,
Spencer's got his Clemson top on, and you know what that means, people.
It's not going to go well today, Gary. It's okay, though.
It's the college football starting up today.
Yes, well, it started up actually last week.
Was it last week?
It's official,
right,
yeah.
then.
But this is the big weekend. The big weekend everybody
that
plays.
That makes sense. That makes sense because Pat McAfee disappeared last week, so
yeah.
That explains that one.
So what you're saying is SmackDown was enjoyable this week, or Raw was?
It probably was if I saw it, because I've took a break from it from other.
I can't believe 3 games into the season we're down a man because of a stupid yellow card.
Do you want to talk about how we fleeced Chelsea for Raheem Sterling?
Well, we definitely, you know what? That's actually good. We did. I mean, yes.
Really impressive, to be fair.
Yes. We didn't pay a fee. We didn't pay his full salary. We didn't pay half of his salary. Paid a third of his salary, and we get a player that actually will play for us. You know, Arteta will feel confident about him playing, and then there you go. So yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, it's good to see him.
Can you get that in Australia, Brownie? Sorry, Gary. Just wondered.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair question, personally, but still. Ryan shows violence.
Yeah.
This
is violence going to play in Swansea?
Well, to a Cardiff fan, it's violence. To me, it's just, why would you rather go and play in Swansea?
Yeah. There you go. But if you guys want kangaroo meat, you can get it in the UK.
You can. Well, yeah. That's a fair point. Fair point. To be fair, why would you want to go to the most Welsh part of Wales? You might meet Deadpool.
That's all we want to do.
What I will say though is, you obviously got to transfer out of opportunity, and mainly because you are the latest club that he's going to settle for, because he's already played for all the others that can afford him. And eventually, when he fucking fucks it up with you lot, I wonder where he will drop to.
Yeah, well, you know what? Well, hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't do that, and then we can at least get something out of him this season, something that we will enjoy. Yep. Yeah, Russ, we can get players to join us, can convince teams to sell to us, and you know what? They probably had that in their back pocket. I doubt that's what Edu meant when he said he have a surprise coming. That Sterling, a player who's basically been shunned and ostracized by his team, would be available. I mean, doesn't Chelsea have so many players still that they can't even register? Or are they like all young and it doesn't really matter? It just felt like they had like
they're stockpiling because they're going to get a transfer ban allegedly. I can't tell you why, but that is the word on the grapevine, and by grapevine I mean Jim from Slough typed it on Facebook.
There you go.
Jim from Slough.
Jim from Slough.
He's brilliant. He is.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I have seen it in a lot of places on social media that they are going to get a transfer. Because, of course, they're going to get a transfer ban. because they're buying loads of players for massive contracts that are probably illegal.
Well, they should get more than that if they are breaking some sort of rule, right? Because they would be breaking some sort of rule with the amount of
do you mean
transfers
a relegation kind of? Are you trying to just get rid of all your competition?
No, I'm just trying to say, let's just
Way we
follow.
can.
We just talked about this. You want them to call everything to the letter of the law, and then I'm asking you for that, and now you're telling me I'm trying to eliminate the competition. Make up your mind. Which one is it?
Well, they're both true. two things can simultaneously be true, sir.
Yes, I don't care if they play or not. I just want them to be punished like they should. That's all.
Oh, see, Russ has started down the brownie line of talking shit again.
Yeah. You know, Trossard fell into our lap too, and I'll take it. So I don't care. You know, personally, I don't care.
It's just blatantly wrong, isn't it? I mean, Marino turned down several big clubs, European clubs, to come to us.
Maybe you know what? If you said attackers, then you couldn't say he was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, but realistically, what attackers were we going to get? Solanke, we didn't go.
Sesko said no to us, right?
I just want to say, Solanke didn't want to go to us. I don't think we wanted him. Tony, not the type of player Arsenal looking for in terms of character. No other English team wanted him, or he decided
the wages he wanted too. He wanted ridiculous,
or he decided to go for the money in Saudi Arabia, and that's where he ended up. It's ruined his career now, by the way. You go to Saudi Arabia to die, basically, career-wise. Who else are we going to go for? Osimhen, a complete wanker who's ended up with no fucking club because his agent's a complete arsehole and he's an arsehole. So who else are we going to go for? I don't know. Who else is available? Ready to?
I mean, people will tell you that if Chiesa was an option for that price, you take it, right?
Who?
Chiesa.
You're talking Chiesa?
Yeah.
That's a great bit of business by them.
Sterling's better.
No. I'm saying you could have got both, right? So it's not even that it's not that you got one.
Possibly.
You could have got both if it was on your plan or even on your radar.
Chiesa is not exactly a big marquee signing either, is he? I mean, who else are we going to go for? I mean, it doesn't cost 150 million quid, or it's Nico Williams didn't want to go anywhere. He said no to Barcelona.
Sesko's only going one.
No, Barcelona couldn't take them because they couldn't. They didn't have an available spot. Right, that's why almost took forever to get even signed registered.
I've also read that he wanted to stay at Atletico Bilbao. They're giving him a new contract.
So ball's about to be kicked here for Leeds.
So I mean, who else was available? That's top.
I think Gyökeres was available. We didn't want to pay the money, right?
Gyökeres, no one's gone for him. Gyökeres is a top player, but no one's gone for him.
Because they want the release clause of 100 million. You got Sterling as a Premier League proven player. He's got 100 career goals. Gyökeres hasn't scored a single goal in the league. All he's done is the Portugal league.
No, but you can't say that and then turn around and go, well, they wanted to get Sesko. That man's got he's worse than Gyökeres. But in terms of
Sesko is terrible in the Euros.
I just want to read a tweet from All Day LUFC, which just said, strongly believe every Premier League fan should be made to experience referees in the EFL every so often, as they are so far below the already low standards of the top division ones.
Yeah, the referees are terrible.
I think it's a fair comment, whoever that person is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we keep talking about it's accountability, right? And they've never been given it. You know, they've never been we've never seen them been accountable. Even when they punish them, they somehow seem to come out better. You know, you're going to lose your job, but then you're going to get promoted. I mean, how does that work?
I mean, not to swing it back to that, but just thought it was a relevant point that had not been made, because your answers. The impression I was getting from what you were saying is basically he's definitely not going to referee in the Premier League next week, but he will referee somewhere, and it will probably be a Leeds United game.
No, I don't think punishing. I don't think punishing other players is not the answer either. All right, if you're a poor referee, you shouldn't referee. You know, the punishment should be you don't referee, and then you see how it feels, right?
Because if he's not good enough for the Premier League. Why should my team be punished by a poor referee?
That's what I just said. We're on the same page here, buddy.
Yeah, I like being on pages.
Yeah.
There should be what about suspensions for referees as well? Like, give them a 3-game suspension. Fucking stay at home and water your plants or something. Do something you can actually do.
No, if we get my worst case scenario for Sterling is that maybe he doesn't score and all that stuff, but he puts so much pressure in the box that guess what, we get some PKs out of it. I'm taking it because you know what, our presence in the box, we don't get those calls, and we know Sterling does, and hopefully he brings some of that to us.
Yeah, Sterling's got a lot of versatility. He can play left, he can play right. He scores goals. He's fast. He's pretty skillful. I think it's a very good addition considering we didn't pay anything for him and there's no obligation to buy. I think it's a very good deal because he's so versatile. And you've got to remember, at Chelsea ruin every player they get. So you can't really go by what he did at Chelsea because they just ruin everyone. I think we might be lucky and get some good games out of Sterling. He might start, improving to where he was before Chelsea, hopefully.
He can play the wing. He can play the 9, play false 9.
Yeah,
this whole Chelsea rejects moniker I hear on Twitter, those people just stop it at this point. You're just annoying. David Luiz was bad. William was bad.
I don't think David Luiz was that bad. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying how bad.
He was very good on the ball.
He was.
Yeah, I agree, Luiz.
But to be fair, it was a different time for the.
I don't think he was as bad as he wasn't like we've had worse defenders. Yeah, and I don't think he was that bad,
he wasn't very good in my opinion either. I sort of agree with Spencer there, but
we've had
worse. Yeah, we've had worse. We have had worse. We have had the likes of Stepanovs and that kind of Silvestre. Remember him?
I mean, Jorginho was a great deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
We've got Peter.
Look at Havertz. It's just because they're bad at Chelsea doesn't mean they're going to be bad for us.
Yeah. And it's hard to say Sterling was bad at Chelsea. I mean, the man scored double-digit goals in all competitions for them. They don't.
I mean, how insane is the manager for Chelsea to be like, Chelsea's track record of firing managers. You have Raheem Sterling there, and you're like, I can't find a place for you. Same thing with Conte. And
this should be a goal.
How do you not
find a goal?
Sorry. Your job as the manager is to work with the players they give you.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad at Aronson there, Mr. Tom.
You're right, Spencer. You're right. Sterling is, I think, certainly better than a few of the other players they keep using. But yeah, no, it's Chelsea, isn't it? They just buy hundreds of players, and what do we do with them? I don't know. What are you going to do with 50 players? I mean, it's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good this time that the money that we could have spent on Sterling. We didn't have to spend it all. So some of the monies that we spent on Havertz maybe coming back to us a little bit, just whatever fees and salary we saved from that deal, right? So.
And I wonder how much Neto was on too weekly, because Ramsdale's deal was $120K a week, and Neto's probably at, I would imagine, 60, 70, maybe 50.
He's much less. He's got to be a lot less.
Yeah. So
when are you going to buy Vlahovic?
All right. Well, then this guy just bringing up nonsense. Can we just move on from him?
Don't even hold on. Here's
not even. See, Brownie. You wanted to take wanted to take you seriously, and then you just bring up this crap.
Did anybody see if Julian Draxler found a club yesterday?
Yeah, Julian Draxler. I think Higuain is still banging about somewhere, isn't he? In America or something?
Got a goal. I think Everton's up 1-0 in Bournemouth. So.
My gut feeling is the attacker position will also get addressed in January too. I think they'll kick the tires again on it.
Listen, I completely agree that we should have had probably one more attacking player come in. I agree. And I would love to get a Gyökeres or a fucking, Osimhen or something like that, if I could. But realistically, what happens in the transfer window, it's not FIFA. You don't just click on a button and, the player comes and everything's fine. There's so many different components involved in a transfer. And, and you can see, Manchester City, you have bucket loads of money always. They sold Alvarez and they haven't replaced him. They could have gone for Osimhen. I know they've got Haaland, so
I don't know how people think that
they still could have gone for another, really top level attacking player, but they didn't. City is, they didn't go for anyone. So the market, it's not as straightforward as people think. The players aren't that readily available. Tony was available, but we saw he decided to go to Saudi Arabia. Solanke was available. He chose Tottenham. I don't think we even went for him, to be honest. Nico Williams signed a new contract with Atletico Bilbao, wasn't interested in coming. It's not just, it's not Football Manager. It's not just, you give him enough money and he's going to come. There's loads of other components involved.
Yeah, people forget that as well. And you can't just buy people to buy people. I can tell you right now, like the Baltimore Orioles made a trade before the trade deadline. They traded for Trevor Rogers of the Marlins and gave up 2 prospects. He ended up getting demoted to Norfolk, and he got 10 runs hit on him last week. That was to go get a pitcher, just to go get a pitcher. So you gave up 2 decent prospects to get a guy that, he's a AAA player right now. You just don't go buy something to go buy something. You have to buy something with purpose.
Exactly. It has to fit in. That's what Chelsea do. Chelsea just buy everyone. They're just, him, or he's trying to go to Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, we'll take him. We'll go get him. They just go out and buy everyone, and expect it to somehow work. And it doesn't. You've got to buy players that will fit your system and, hope and have the right character as well. You've got a certain mentality and character in the squad. That's important. We don't want to end up like with where we had, like people like, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Aubameyang, these guys just stinking out the dressing room with their garbage. I mean, it's important you have the right character and mentality. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't think we went for Tony's, because I think his character is really poor. That betting scandal. Apparently he's had chats with Arteta and he's really arrogant. And Mikel Arteta didn't like him at all, character-wise. I think that's the main reason probably why we didn't go for him. And I don't know if any other English club was in for him either. I don't know, but he's ended up going to Saudi Arabia, which says a lot, and
it's the best thing for a person with a gambling addiction is to give him even more money.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Saudi Arabia is gambling's illegal.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah,
so he's gone somewhere where he can't gamble, unless he gambles online. He'll probably do that.
Yeah, City bought a player from the City Group umbrella, so it's not the same. So it's not like they went out to Girona and picked up a player. Girona underneath the City Group.
The same though.
No, they bought a player under their umbrella, which is why people say
on their
it's a good idea.
It's considered the same though, because now they can sit there and value things. Girona gets to move. It's all about moving money between.
No. But the problem what he's saying is that they went out and got an attacker from Girona. No.
Well, there was no competition.
They just picked a player from their
send me
from
such
the lower,
from
lower tier, right? From their farm, basically.
My favorite bit of this. No. Let me speak on this.
No, I don't want even to hear you.
You already brought Michael Jackson into this thing.
I don't want to hear you. I should mute you right now.
Spent all summer saying transfer window's going to be quiet, and then it was real fucking noisy watching all the Leeds players go out the door.
Nobody cares about that team, right? Sam, tell him. Sam, tell him. Sam,
I'm not talking about Tottenham.
I love Tom.
Sam, when you think of Leeds, what does it make you feel? How does it make you feel?
Let me see. Let me try and put my I care for Leeds face on. That's my I care for Leeds face.
I was getting ready to text you that. What was that guy? Rudiger, whatever.
Rudda.
He's trash. But then I was like, if I text Tom that, he'll end up scoring the game winner.
Yeah, you'll probably jinx it. No, but I just got to say, I love Tom. Bless him, because he sits there for a while we talk our rubbish, and then like a rat through a drain pipe, he just shoots in, and he's got the first thing is something to do with Leeds. No matter what it is, it could be. We could talk about fucking weather, and he will say, "Oh, Ellen Road, there's a fucking cloud over Ellen Road." It doesn't matter what we're talking about. He's got to angle it towards Leeds and mention Leeds or something. No matter you got to give him credit for that.
The wind shear of the stadium of Ellen Road is different than everywhere else.
Did you know that Leeds United's built the largest cantilever stand in Europe?
You know what? Nobody cares.
Nobody knows that.
Nobody cares about what you just said.
We have the largest club.
You might as well just fart it, because that's as much as I care about it. I don't care at all, and it smells.
That's not true. You know it doesn't smell. You need to stop. You should have gone to Enham Road and not stood in the toilet for 6 hours and then complained about the smell. But
that's where my seats were. What am I supposed to do?
No, this was Gary.
My seats were there.
Really
what am I supposed to do? If my seats are in the smelly part of the stadium, what else am I supposed to do?
He had a face full of shit at the time.
Yeah, Spencer likes to bring up, obscure sports like baseball and college football and stuff like that.
Well, they're good. They're good. They're good analogies, and we get to.
Are you going to be his friend now? Screw that. You can't be his friend.
Gary, you know I'm right.
Okay. And I'm like,
no. I don't know anything about that player you're talking about, and I could care less about ball.
No, we understand the analogy, though, right? That's the thing. We understand the analogy, and we get some experience about American sports. You can't say you tune into the road trip on a Saturday afternoon. You get Leeds garbage from Tom. You get American, knick-knack, random facts from Spencer.
Knick-knacks.
And I talk garbage as well. It's the place you go to have a bit of enjoyment, a bit of garbage on a Saturday.
DCL scores. Everton's up 2-0 on Bournemouth. I know that doesn't make Mr. Tom happy about this. Everton have points now. So there you go. So here we go. The bottom of the table right now is Wolves, Crystal Palace, and Southampton. You think Crystal Palace will finish bottom of the table?
I think their manager will be sacked by December. And they'll regret not selling him to Bayern Munich, who offered 18 million in the summer. Because at the time, they thought, we're going places. Like, yeah, mate, you're going to the selling window because all your players are going to be leaving.
Yeah.
Apart from Gahey, because injuries.
Oh, my gosh. Firpo had a shot deflected. I think it went off the post. Oh, spicy knickknacks are my favorite.
Crystal Palace wanted, was it 70 million for Gahey? Complete joke.
Now they're gonna, you know what? Oh man.
Oh, bloody hell! Here we go. It's Tom again.
Yeah.
It's the Firpo alert.
Gary regrets giving Tom access to the fucking.
You know what? It's actually not that way. It's actually Mr. Tom actually gave me access, and he just happens to have. He's just the administrator of this one StreamYard account, and I just happen to be piggybacking on it. So I gotta have to. This is the pain I have to go through. Some of those things you just
sacrifice. I get it. The sacrifice.
It's like rules of the loan, Sam. They have to pay 50% of the gains to maintain the loan.
Yeah, it's fucking the clause of the contract.
Oh man. So
it wasn't vetted by lawyers.
60 minutes gone over in Leeds. Yeah. Got a shot right at the goalkeeper from 14. Who's 14 again, you said? Mr. Tom? You don't even... I didn't know.
14 is Wilfried Gnonto, isn't it? No,
14 is Rodon? Something Don? What does this mean?
Yeah, Rodon, centre back.
Archibald Leach. It rings a bell. Can't quite.
He's a football ground architect.
Right. It rang a bell, but I couldn't quite remember. Highbury was very, very ahead of its time. I mean, the Highbury halls was with the Art Deco and the marble, the marble inside of it, and that was well ahead of its time when it was designed and built. Highbury, it was the most beautiful entranceway to a ground for players, administration, all that. The most that stand there, I believe that's the East Stand, the one where the marble halls, as they're called, are. Mm-hmm. That was by far the most beautiful stadium in all of Britain.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna get some scores here for the championship. Cardiff loses at home to Middlesbrough 2-0. Middlesbrough goes on the road to Cardiff and wins 2-0. The match in Cardiff finishes up 0-2 to the away team. Did I say Cardiff lost today? That's what you get, Brownie. That's what you get. Derby.
What did Dowdy do to deserve that?
He deserved everything. He's been upsetting me. Derby up 2-0 on Bristol City. Leeds and Hull still sitting at 0-0. Millwall up 1-0 at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Oxford United is up 2-1 on Preston at home.
What the hell's going on with Oxford? I mean, all of a sudden they're winning games. They've been a absolutely crap team.
Yeah,
they have to win games because, like any team, surprise, because they went out and overspent a lot of money for them.
And we know you don't like that, Tom. You don't like that. You don't like overspending money, do you?
There you go.
Well,
Plymouth.
no,
I got.
We're the only team that seems.
Mr. Tom will be happy in a second here. Mr. Tom will be happy in a second here.
Sorry.
So I'll give you guys the rundown because Sam loves it. Got Rodon on the left, goes back to whoever number 3 is, all the way back. This is gonna stall all the way from the back here. There we go. It's gonna be a long ball. Nope. Who's number 5? He passes it up to Rodon. Rodon, what does he do? Takes it to the goal line. He puts a cross in. Woo-wee! Nice little touch there from
Go Leeds!
From Ampadu? No, is that Ampadu? No, from Joseph. Very nice touch there from
Mateo Joseph. He's a sexy little fucker, that Joseph.
Who are we talking about again?
It was a nice touch.
Who's that? Never heard of him.
Yeah, nice young striker that they have there at Leeds.
Mateo Joseph. He went away for the summer a boy, then spent the summer in the gym and came back a man.
Yeah.
Actually, he did. He's built. He looks a bit like a tank now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, since Tom says it must be true.
Yeah.
It's one of those things in life, Sam. You just accept that person just to end the conversation. You accept what they say.
Just quietly acquiesce.
A nice touch. Solomon comes around the corner. This Solomon is 14 though, Mr. Tom.
Well, at least Brownie admits he's shit.
There you go. Leeds are
Did
up.
I ever tell you how much I love Mateo Joseph?
Yeah, you don't like him until you
never heard of him.
For you.
That's how good he is. I've never heard of him.
He got 2 assists last week.
Did he?
And man of the match trophy, which don't really mean anything on Sky.
Nah.
Still.
So Villa scored again. There we go. They're up 2-0 on Leicester.
I care more about the Northumberland Disabled League than I do the Championship.
That's a lie. That's a genuine lie because you can't name one team in Northumberland Disabled League, and saying Northumberland don't count because it just means you got lucky.
I can absolutely.
Do it without googling it. Right now, who plays in Northumberland League? Northumberland Disabled
the Southport Rollers.
Yeah. So for those who want to know, in Carlisle, Tranmere is up 2-1. All right.
The Southport Rollers.
Into a Transmere fan.
Yeah.
Oh, Smith throw out a shot and he missed. The Southport Rollers are the top team, Tom. They've got this new striker called Eddie. He's got cerebral palsy, but he can fucking score goals.
What's his last name?
Eddie Longlegs.
That went a different direction than what I expected.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news here from is it Portman Road where Ipswich play? I can't remember.
It is Portaloo Road, as a
Portaloo Road, as Tom likes to call it. Calvin Phillips actually completed a pass, ladies and gentlemen. He actually completed a pass.
Hang on. Why am I acting sarcastically shocked? Calvin's great. I'm actually upset he went there because I kind of have to root for him because he's great.
You know it's bad when you say no to bacon. That's how bad of it that game was.
You didn't say no to bacon.
I've never said no to bacon.
You didn't say no to bacon. He's lying. He's sitting there munching on the bacon while typing that out and going.
Only winners get bacon.
Oh, this fucking bacon. This will show how upset I am because I'm not eating this bacon. Mum, I'm fucking get my mouth, you fucking bacon.
Yeah, Transmere is winning, so there you go.
Transmere winning, brilliant.
Yeah, Portaloo Road. BX only winners get sprinkles and bacon.
At the same
What is
time.
up with Brownie, man? What is
Brownie's going for all the racist jokes today.
He's just picking. Yeah, just wow, dude.
He's going for a trifecta of racism.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he'll tell you that he doesn't really care, about it. All right. If Cardiff lost, and the man's going crazy on us.
Why didn't you go to bed, Brownie? Honestly, what's wrong with you, mate? Fucking hell, what's the time there now? It must be fucking 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Barcelona's up 2-0. Rafinha and Lewandowski have scored early.
Rafinha scored. I can tell you some things about Rafinha.
Oh no! Did I do that again? Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. That's the Leeds link we needed. Fuck.
I am sorry. I'm sorry,
Do you
folks.
know?
I am sorry.
This is why I always say, like when it was like, oh, Leeds have signed a player from Japan. It's like I will 100% be like, I want to see this player play because I've never heard him. I'd never heard of Rafinha before, and now I think he's the greatest footballer ever lived. Apart from Calvin, obviously, because it's actually Calvin.
Oof, I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it again.
Don't ever mention Rafinha again.
Why he's acting like it's torture when I say it politely and listen to Spencer explain a baseball.
You know what? I'd rather listen to Spencer than whatever you have to say right now.
That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. I like
Spencer. Tell me something I don't want to know.
But that is a bold-faced fucking lie.
Spencer, tell me something I don't want to know. Come on.
You're gonna have to probably go back to work Tuesday. Bills are still due on the 1st of the month. We're all getting close to the age of 40s. I mean, at least I am. Colonoscopies. You make sure you got that done.
I'm going backwards. I like that.
I can do a good one. We're all going to die someday.
There you go. There's that one.
Tom had to fucking ruin it.
I know. Just, dude, I wasn't talking to you.
I'll just save Spencer time.
No, you're just saying no. You're not part of this conversation.
I was.
Stay out.
Yeah, exactly. I know how he thinks. I knew he was working up to that. Like, oh, we will die one day. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make you feel like you wish you were there quicker.
Yeah, look, Holly joins the show. She asks, "Is Florida gonna win today?" I don't know, but I will have some beverages in me while I'm watching it and some barbecue. Going over to a friend's house. So I'm bringing the drinks and dessert. So I'm making.
So which one are you talking about? The Florida Hurricanes, the Miami Hurricanes?
You know what? No more talking.
In the Miami Gators?
I want to hear you for 5 minutes. You're in a sin bin. That is terrible. Dude,
you know
what?
I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to do that. That was mean.
You just talked about my team like I'm talking about your team and United. You know what? Leeds is just the United in a different part of the country. That's all.
It's the Leeds United Reds.
There you go.
That's Florida playing.
They're playing
Miami.
University of Miami. So.
Oh wow, that's a big one,
yeah. So yeah, and BX Gunner, dude, you trying to make fights with me? What's up with this?
Well, the
Florida State.
The Florida. Yeah. What are they called? The fucking. Yeah. Not the Gators. The other one. Florida.
The Seminoles is what.
That's it. Yeah, the Seminoles. Yes.
Let Tom speak, Colonel. He said some rude stuff there. I'm not having it. He said no. Spencer's not even close to 40. What is that? 37 is not 40. Oh, man.
So the Miami Hurricanes, do they all have plastic tits and high on cocaine?
Oh, just to say that their team used to be called the Convicts back in the days. All right, so.
Oh, I saw that documentary about the Miami Hurricanes. They used to have that crazy team, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, Nanto should score. And that was terrible. Oh, he's offsides anyways. I could undo the silence with one click. You've already been on silence for a minute, so.
Yeah, but I was typing that, so.
You were already unmuted at that point.
Yeah.
So that
I obviously wasn't when I started typing, otherwise I wouldn't have typed it.
Leeds could have been up 2-0 there. Lanto.
Of course we could have. But we ain't. because
The
that's
Convicts
football.
is a criminal name.
That's football.
Yeah.
Correct. So about the Miami Gators.
You know what? You're back in. You're back in. Sorry, you're back in.
How about I bring it back to Arsenal for a second? Let's trigger Gary for a second here. What if I tell you Havertz starts in the midfield next
Dude, you were really nope. You got it. No, you muted yourself already. You should stay there. Wow.
Gary's just dishing it out today. He's just
they're trying to hurt me.
Is driving a hard line today.
They're trying to hurt me, man. If I see Havertz in the midfield in the North London derby, come on.
I just don't want to. Well, Rice is obviously suspended now, but I don't think Rice is working out. In that role, this new role he's got, he's not working out there. He's not. He can't play.
He's more defensive minded. He's more defensive talented. Yeah.
The tactics are tactically he's asked to go out left to create overlaps and create option. He's no good going out left. Rice should stay in. He should have his 6 role because Partey's garbage.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We need a better 8. And that's like Moreno, and he's not.
Yeah, I can't wait for Moreno to get fit. I can't wait for him to get fit.
Unfortunately, you're probably going to see Havertz in the midfield next week. I'm just preparing you for it because if you want to go to that team with Jorginho and Partey and your starting midfielders, they're going to run right by you. So, I expect Sterling to probably start at the 9 next week.
One of the German wrestlers really enjoyed being back in Germany.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You've done everything.
You're pressing the wrong buttons, buddy. I was about to report you to YouTube for racism with your comment. I'm Gator. I deleted your comment. Nobody will see it ever again.
Well, technically, Florida has both hurricanes and
You know what?
You mean this comment?
You know what, Clemson, buddy? Shut it.
Can I have a college football team?
No, you can. You can't have anything.
Who do you all suggest I make my college football team?
There's got to be a shit one, and since you like Leeds.
You want to be the Commodores of the great, mighty Vanderbilt.
Either that or Virginia Cavaliers.
No. I've got one. The Alabama Crimson Tide.
You have all your teeth, Tom. You can't do that.
Wrong Tide. I have some of my team.
And you know what? You're not related to your sister by way of your uncle.
Well, I'm not married
by
to
way
my
of
sister.
your
that is
father.
True, but still.
Yes.
Alabama.
I've always liked this Retro Rewind.
Yeah.
He makes good points.
Yeah, and Retro, that guy I should block him. You guys
should, but I don't think you really should because he says things like an absolute troll, which I approve of.
I know you do. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button there.
I do know who he is.
Tom's brother.
I'm not going to out him. I'm not going to tell the world that he's Colonel Ward.
Nobody knows that that's Colonel Ward. Nobody.
Tom's brother.
Nah. He's Colonel Ward's a twin brother. Ronald called.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. There was a nice play there. And that could have fallen right there for a Leeds player. Leeds should get a shot off at least in this possession here. Shot goes and it's well wide of the mark. They are terrible.
Peru and Ramazani are on for Gnonto and Solomon.
Yeah. So we got about 15 minutes left here.
Nonso and Solomon.
It sounds like a shit 80s detective show.
Solomon is from the Bible.
Look, a shit detective show where they go around churches and investigate crimes. and Nonso. I don't want to tell you what Nonso.
Well, I was just gonna say that's like an off Broadway Zorro spinoff.
Nonso's a kindergarten cop.
where they're all naughty little boys in trouble. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, what? Sorry.
Yeah. Leicester scored to make it tighter. Brentford is up 3-0. Man.
Gary's having none of this.
I just you know what? I'm blaming it on Brownie, and it seems like he might be asleep, folks. So
It's my favourite show of the week, and I run my own show. It's better than the actual show that I run.
This one is it's called the Road Trip for a reason, man. We love it, right?
I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry, Director John.
Yeah, no.
This is what happens when you let Tom drive.
Yep.
John's sat up out of his chair right now going, he said what?
Tom's at the wheel. Your team's in trouble.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You tried to leave my fan club, John.
That means you're going to go from 17 to 16.
Oh, man. I can't believe that. Well,
someone on Twitter has wrote that this choppy ass lead stream Paramount got making my head hurt. Those are words. I don't know what they mean.
Well, if he's in England, should he be watching it right now? Because there's a law that says at 3 o'clock.
Comes for Brownie. The Arsenal women win 4-0 at Southampton today.
Wow.
You know what? You know who would be really happy that we bought a Japanese player? The Tokyo Whites fan club.
Yay, all 7 of them.
I know, that just...
Great lads, great lads.
All 7 of them.
That'll make the show tomorrow. Of course it will. Of course it will. We're an inclusive bunch at Leeds. Unless you're shit or Brendan Aronson.
You got to take what you get, Tom. You got to take what you get.
True.
Can't be picky.
Nah, that's fair. It's a fair point. Shall I tell you what I hate most about Leeds fans? All week it was a bit, buy some players. I want to buy players now. And then it came out, oh, well, we're in for this guy from Japan. We're going to get this Jewish guy, and we're in for a defender from Switzerland. And they went, yeah, but not those players. Because football, innit? Nothing's ever good enough. You can always do better.
You certainly can.
Worst comes to worst, though. Tanaka might be able to make a PlayStation.
He probably used to work for Nintendo.
I should have said that. Should have gone for that. But in all seriousness, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to have him. In all seriousness, especially if he's good.
What was his name? Did you say?
Ao Tanaka. The announcement video was of Freddie Mercury singing Ao at Wembley in 1985.
Ayo.
Yeah, that bit.
Is he one of the bloodline?
He absolutely should be.
Sounds like he fits in there. One of the.
He's definitely he's Japan's tribal chief. Some would say.
That's all that matters, right?
I mean, I know no other Japanese footballers nowadays. So
there used to be a few good ones around, wasn't there? Remember Honda? He was pretty good striker.
Who was the one that played for Roma?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Early 2000s.
I can't remember his name. We had one as well. We had Junichi Inamoto. He was crap. He was.
Russ is correct. Yokozuna was Japan's tribal, but Yokozuna died because he saw a spider in a hotel room. And apparently, if you've got fear of spiders and you see a spider in a hotel room and you weigh 800 pounds, it's a combination that spells disaster. Disaster for you at sacrifice. Sorry, what? Sorry.
Here we go, Aronson. Back. Here we go. We got a long ball up.
We ain't gonna score from this. It's Aronson.
No. You take the ball off. Aronson has the ball again. He puts it in. Long ball comes out wide to number 3. He puts a cross in. It's gonna hit somebody far, and he goes cross. Ooh, number 10 scores. Number 10, Perot scores from well outside, from right of the goal, cross against the goal. Perot scores, leads up 2-0.
I'd like to retract my earlier claim about Brendan Aronson.
Yes. And it looks like Leeds might get their second win of the season?
Yeah. Currently undefeated.
There you go. All right, now with the Leeds moment, and let's move on to something we care about more. So, anybody got any good
Transmere? How are Transmere doing?
Oh, let's see how they're doing. Where are they? You said League 2, all right? Right now, it is
Why would I know, Mr. Russ?
Carlisle is still losing 1-2 versus Tranmere. Very nice.
Tranmere. Oh,
yeah.
Terrible team.
Leads up to 4th in the championship currently.
Yes.
I completely forgot Tommy Asu. That shows you, really forgot him.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Tranmere, Eddie is his favorite club.
I can't believe I said that little slip of the tongue.
Gary did. If only Gary knew that getting that specific name wrong would have led to the Trip having an official club. Yep. You say it's an Arsenal show, but it's really a Tranmere podcast.
It's a team we follow closely.
Isn't it the Tranmere Rovers?
I mean, we're not sitting there going, how are Wrexham doing? I don't give a fuck how Wrexham are doing. They've got Hollywood to do it for them. But Tranmere need representation on the internet, and we're going to give it to them.
Yeah, if there's anything wrong with it, right?
No, and Shanghai Port FC.
That's right, Shanghai Port FC.
That's true. How are they doing, Sam, out of interest?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked, actually. I'm not sure as the season started again. I'm not quite sure.
I can't even scroll down that far. No, there's not that many games on. Oh, wait, we're still going.
Shanghai Port FC. Let's have a look.
I did set up the live score thing on my phone to cover the Chinese Super League, so hopefully there are games.
They just beat, on the 22nd, they just beat Tianjin Jinmen Tiger in the Chinese FA Cup quarterfinal.
21 points clear in the league, too.
Yeah.
They should be, because they've got a player on £400,000 a week.
Yikes!
Oscar,
money can't buy you everything.
It can buy you a Chinese Super League, apparently.
Apparently.
But no, it's Oscar who used to play for Chelsea. Don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
He decided to retire from competitive football.
Red Bull Salzburg. Anybody know? I'm not looking for that.
I should know. Because they're my sister. They're my sister club, so I should know.
Partey, Havertz, Erdegaard midfield with a Sterling, Martinelli, Saka front three against Spurs.
You might have to look at.
You know what? The one thing I'll say about Havertz. You know what? I don't know what you guys think, but Havertz in the midfield. The one thing that he's done for me that I didn't feel like he was doing enough, that he wasn't doing in the last season. He does come back and support and actually take balls off attackers. He's done that a lot this season, even though it's been a short season that he's played. And, in the preseason, we saw him do it multiple times. So I don't want him in the midfield because I feel like we might struggle there. But if you're telling me you're going to have Sterling, Martinelli, and Saka up top, that means Trossard comes off the bench. I guess, you know what, in a game against that team, that might be a good weapon to have sitting there waiting.
Hope we have Jesus back.
Yeah, you know what, Jesus and Tomiyasu, you haven't heard much about them even practicing, so I'd be surprised to be.
We're also talking 2 weeks from now too, right? That's all.
Maybe.
This is lovely. Maybe. Can we address Russ's most recent comment? Because I think he missed a trick here. He missed a possible gag. He says, too many Arsenal YouTube channels anyway. We should start a Tranmere channel and corner the market. What he actually should have said is, if we started a Tranmere channel, he could transform the landscape of YouTube forever.
Got 5 minutes. 5 minutes left here at Leeds. Leeds up 2-0.
Could be worse. Do you know it'd be a lot colder than 2-0? 3-0.
Maybe 4-0.
Yeah.
I don't want to get greedy, Spencer.
Yeah. Leeds are trying.
If that happened, that is what I would say, though.
The world is built by greed, Tom.
There we go.
It's true.
Oh.
And City didn't get where they are by not being greedy.
To answer Colonel Ward's question, I'm not calling you by your I'm calling you by the name your mother gave you, Colonel Ward. Basically, Red Bull Salzburg, colour me surprised, Would it shock you to discover that they've got a 100% record in the Austrian Bundesliga? Would that surprise you at all?
Oh.
3 wins, and they play tomorrow against. Sorry, let me check this out.
Yeah, somebody was making a joke in one of my chats. They said, "Great day for Ramsdale today." Brentford is up 3-0. That's at home to Southampton. Oof,
Rapid VN.
David Wright had a couple really good saves to do, by the way. So.
Yeah, he did have another couple of key saves again today.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Salzburg drew in the Austrian Cup second round. Wiener Victoria.
That's cool.
Victoria does like a wiener.
Wiener. I'm pretty sure in their language it is Wiener.
Wiener.
It's not.
It's Wiener, Tom. Wiener.
But I'm still going to do it. Sorry. Yeah. So let's have a look at Ramsdale's performance today. Type his name into Google, see what comes up. Probably Twitter full of Southampton fans going, "Yep, glad we brought him home."
Yeah. So he's had 4 saves today, 1 high claim, 2 saves inside the box, 64% accurate passes, 15 long balls, only 4 hit, 1 clearance, and 3 goals scored on him. He's prevented negative 0.08 goals today. Not a good day. Not a good day for him. So
it sounds like he's the reason that they've not had an even worse day.
Yeah, you say he's got 4 saves. You know what? The one thing that he came in to Arsenal, right, was with that he had the most saves, I think, of any, like, at least top goalkeeper in the in the Premier League, because of course he faced so many goals at point blank range, and hasn't changed. Southampton is doing what they can to make him hit those goals again. Quite the homecoming. Yeah, they didn't show up today. Well, luckily this was not homecoming.
They are away, so it's not really a homecoming. I was wrong to say that.
Yeah. Yep. There are no surprise. How Southampton losing. Look at that Southampton team. They play a back 5 with 2 attacking wing backs and no defensive midfielders. That's not going to help.
I will say I was very
goal yet.
That's because they suck. I was very we didn't beat them, so obviously that's a self-own on my part because we lost to them 3 times last year. So yeah, Leeds evidently suck too. Yeah, haha. I got there first. I said it. Anyway, Leeds did an interesting tactical thing last week where we played the very rare triple pivot.
Is it 2-0 to Leeds or 1-0 to Leeds?
2-0 to Leeds.
It scared me for a second there, son.
Crikey, the sports, like the app I'm looking at, doesn't have the second goal.
Leeds Extra has tweeted that Brendan Aronson has been superb again today, by the way.
Yeah.
Is what it is. He sorry, mate, you got 38 more goals to get and I'll forgive you.
Mm-hmm. There you go. My what is it? My StreamYard screen has gone blank. So I can't see you guys. I don't understand what happened. Like
some would say that's a reward more than a punishment.
Yeah, but I can't even mute you or anything. So that's
arguably you should just leave the stream and then return. Or turn your PC off or whatever and then return.
Yeah.
like call me Mr. Fix It. Have you tried turning it off and then on again?
There he is.
You know what? Get away from me. I don't even want you near me.
Doesn't matter where you put me in a 4-man square, I will always be touching you.
No, you're not touching me.
No, I'm touching
you. Never touching me. You know what? There's laws. There's laws.
I'm touching you. I'm touching you, motherfucker. I'm touching you. Hey, hello, Spencer. How you doing, mate? Sorry, I'm touching you. Anyway, all touching.
You're a bit like Madonna, aren't you? Touched for the very first time.
Is there a way to
block in the box? Cross. Oh, because Leeds cleared that. That could have been dangerous there. The City bench is frequently stacked. Who's on the bench for City? Let's see.
I might go to a Bangladeshi place today.
Bangladeshi. So on the bench for City, we have Ortega, good. Stones, good. Ake, good. Walker, good. Oh, old. Gundogan, good. I don't know who this McAtee guy is. Nunez,
James McAtee. He came out in the Man City Academy.
It means absolutely nothing to me.
It does. It probably should though, because you hate that team.
I don't. Yeah. And then Rodri's on the bench, so they have Rodri sitting on the bench with
those sneaky bastards got Gundogan back again, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. So starting for them, they got Erling Haaland up top, Doku, KDB, Silva, and Jack Grealish playing in that attacking
Holy
side.
Shit!
Kovacic and Rico Lewis defensively in front of the back line, and you got Guardiola, Diaz, and Akanji on the back line with Edison in goal. So yeah,
outstanding. Former Leeds United player Lewis Cook, assisted by former Leeds United player Luis Sinisterra, as Bournemouth have equalised.
Yeah.
He had to fucking twist it into Leeds, didn't he?
I don't even know what. You know what, Mr. Tom? You can't talk anymore. You're not allowed to talk. Just
don't care. Don't care. They've already scored. That doesn't disallow the goal, does it? Fuck Everton.
Oh man.
Now hit the button. Back.
Tell us how you really feel about Everton.
I really don't like them, Spencer. They're fucking skirting. They're the nugget skirting the bowl of the toilet for too long, and someone needs to fucking flush it and hold it down with a plunger and put them in the fucking championship where they belong with their 50,000 seat stadium, which they will admittedly fill because they should win every week in the championship. But I don't care because I just want them to suffer for a whole year of, oh, we've spent loads of money on a new stadium. It's like, yeah, get your championship. Sky TV deal where they go, you're the home team this week, but you'll get £100,000. Whereas in the Premier League, it's like, oh, you blow your nose with a tissue. Let's give you 100 million right now. You can't do anything in the Premier League without being handed 52 million.
He's not bitter or salty at all, as you can hear from his rhetoric.
Fuck them as motherfuckers. But still, if they do survive, I will congratulate them. What you just heard from me was a lie. I will not congratulate them.
Yeah.
And it's over, folks. At least that's what SofaScore says. Leeds win 2-0.
I thought he was talking about my time on the show. Sorry, what? And it's over, folks. So, 2-0 win. Solid. I saw the whole thing.
Leeds are sitting fourth in the league on 8 points, 4 off the top.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not bad for a team that lost all its best players in summer.
You know what? Okay, damn it. We keep talking about that team. Can we move on? Let's move on.
We're the top. I was about to say we're the Tottenham of the North. We're not. Everton are Tottenham of the North, so fuck them and fuck Tottenham too. But still, just nice relief. Won again.
Can't believe this scoring service I'm using doesn't have leads. It's got 1-0 leads. Absolute joke.
You know what? I like your scoring service because it gives Hull the one thing they will cling to is hope. They'll hope they'll equalise, but they won't because they suck.
Southampton has scored to make things a little bit closer.
Was it Ramsdale? Everton, Bournemouth have scored. 3-2 to Bournemouth. Bournemouth have scored.
Oh,
Jerry.
Oh my god! All the best things are happening at once. Oh my god! Everton,
it's not 3-2 to Bournemouth.
Fucking implosion. Sam, check it on your Norwegian sports app. Everton are probably 2-0 up.
Yeah. They are.
Oh my God, those Norwegian Everton fans, the three of them, they're going to be in for a massive shock when they check.
Somebody fell asleep updating the score, Sam.
Former Leeds United player Luis Sinisterra with the winner.
It's over? Just like that?
How the hell can a scoring service be this bad?
Oh my God. How are you below Ipswich?
You know what's weird is I can't.
There we go.
I can't even see the Bournemouth game. What channel is that on?
Oh, I don't care. I don't.
Oh, it's on. It's on
TV.
It's on USA. Here we go. Still 6 minutes. They're in the 8th minute of extra time. This thing should be over. Bournemouth steals it. Yee.
Jesus.
But Everton
it's over now.
Up with 3 minutes left, and Bournemouth crank out 3 goals in 9 minutes.
Well, that's what's happened with this scoring service. Whoever was in charge of the Everton, whoever was doing the updates for the Everton, they've stopped updating after the 80th minute. They've either died of some kind of cardiac arrest or some kind of, I don't know, health emergency, or they've just decided not to bother updating it.
Find the game that is correct, and that's the one they started watching.
This is garbage. It's normally bang on, but whoever's doing this today, I mean, they need to fucking go work at McDonald's or something.
I want to give credit to Oxford United won again. They are up to 8th in the table in the Championship. That's really impressive. I can't wait to play them and then spank them twice.
There you go.
Actually, I shouldn't say that because naturally Oxford will turn into Barcelona on those days.
Well, you know, it's almost 2 hours here. It's been a long morning for me. I'm ready to get a move on. I got stuff to do too. Before I get in trouble for just watching sport all day and then going in the afternoon watching sport all afternoon. So
yeah,
everybody have their say as we head out of here, folks. This is a quick exit.
Who are the Miami Gators playing today, by the way?
Oh,
United Leeds.
Go ahead, Mr. Tom. You can say anything you want right now. Exactly. Really good. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Mr. Tom. That was good.
Oh, is it me? Is it me to say goodbye?
Spencer's going to say bye
right.
first.
Well, I'm going to get ready to roll here because Clemson to play in 2 minutes. And it's a disappointing Saturday. My buddy had called me after the game, and he said, if I could have told you we had 7 out of 9 points given the way that Villa games went last year, you would have taken it. Kind of agree, but kind of also given what we know now, I kind of don't agree at the same time. So the season's not over. I know Twitter's going to tell you the season's over. We dropped 2 points. It's over. Oh, no. We there's a lot of football left, and we have the 2 toughest games coming up at Spurs and then at City. We can get those 2 out of the way with 6 points. 13 out of 15 in the first 5 games. I think you would take that. So let's keep it moving, guys.
There you go. It's Sam.
Yes, I want to say thank you for having me as always. Great to be on with you guys as always. We have fun here on Saturdays on the road trip where we sort of get off topic and on topic and around everywhere at the same time. Have a bit of fun. Thanks for everyone in the chat as always for taking part. It's always good fun to have you guys on board and interact with us. It's part of what makes the show. In terms of Arsenal today, disappointing mainly because of the complete incompetence of the referee. That definitely did influence the game, even though, of course, you can argue and say we had chances to win. We should have done this, we should have done that. Fair enough, but the referee clearly did influence the game and basically ruined it for us with his complete and utter incompetence. We move on. We need to get back onto winning ways again as soon as possible. And I want to say thank you very much as always, and I hope everyone has a great Saturday and a great weekend. Cheers, guys. See you soon.
See you, Mr. Tom. Your people want to hear you say something. Don't you dare bring up anything but bye.
I hate Bournemouth, but I hate Everton even more. This has been a perfect afternoon. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Guru Nanak. Thank you, Gandhi. Thank you, any religious figure, any religious power. Outstanding. I love you all, even Colonel Ward. Thank you very much. Hell, I love the Miami Gators, whoever they are. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Luis Sinistera, you absolute rat. You rat bastard. You fucking walked out on us and threatened to sue us if we didn't let. But you have kind of made it up to me. I'm not going to forgive you because you are a rat bastard. But still, that was very pleasing. It was very pleasurable. Anyway, sorry. So I could be here all night thanking people like it's the Oscars. I'd like to thank my mum for my best supporting Tom award. Anyway, so have a good night, everyone.
All right. It has been good, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Tom, Sam, Spencer, for joining me today. I think we had a lot of fun on the road trip. Once again, everybody in the chat, thank you again for joining us. We'll do this again next week. Actually, next week will be Interlol, so we'll probably have a show. I guess there'll be football still being played, but who knows what kind of football it will be. So we'll talk about that then. But once again, thank you for joining.
These didn't draw 0-0. These didn't draw 0-0. That needs to be updated, sir.
Oh, you know what? You know what it is? I corrected it, but I didn't save it. That's weird.
Can't have Colonel Ward thinking we drew with Hull.
Save now. So there you go. So now there we go. There we go.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back. We had a lot of fun, and we'll do this again next week. We'll see. We'll be talking about who's playing in the North London Derby and all of that, and we'll be there. So thank you. See you. Have a good one, and good night. And
life is a journey. Don't wait your trip. Enjoy the ride. There you go.